Everyone, this is the setup video for Lab 2, acceleration on a ramp. So what we're going to do with this lab is I'm going to give you a scenario and then make a statement about that scenario that makes a claim about what's happening, okay? And then you're going to have to design an experiment and carry it out to see if this claim is actually valid or not. Okay, so if you go down to part 1, evaluating a claim, you see the scenario there. If you place the IO lab wheel side down at the bottom of a ramp, give it a push up so that it rolls up the ramp and then let it roll back down. So we can see in the video here that I'm pushing it up the ramp and I just let it roll back down. Okay, so I use a ramp we have here in the lab, but if you want, I also tried it with a large textbook, and that was enough to actually get good data. Okay, so remember, you're going to do the IO lab with the wheel side down. You probably discovered in the first lab that the wheels, there's a wheel sensor, and it's actually this one wheel here that actually measures position, and from that calculates velocity and acceleration. So you're going to want to make sure that the device is wheel side down. So you are going to have to use the wheel sensor. So so make sure that you understood how to use that from the first lab. Okay, and so it's pretty simple what you're going to do. But it's going to be up to you to try to decide what do you have to actually look at and measure, with the wheel sensor. Are you going to need to look at the position graph, the velocity graph, the acceleration graph? And what about that? You're going to have to try this multiple times. What do you think? Can you do it once and then just that's it? Or do you want to do it 3 times, 5 times? Those decisions are up to you. What you think is going to work best. Okay, and so you already know from the first lab to submit your report as a PDF. If you work in a team, you could all work on it together and submit just one report as long as all of your names are on the report. And then this is the rubric that you'll be graded according to. So it's going to be, these are the things you're really going to have to think about. You can see most of them are just 1 point each, but the important one is the claim is evaluated and conclusions are drawn using the collected data. So that's the most amount of points you could see there. Okay, and so just like in the previous lab, I give you these 4 kind of prompts. So these are the 4 parts of your lab report that you should write up. And you don't have to answer every single question in there. They're just questions that I think help you to think about how you're designing the experiment, what you did, and how you did it. And I think just, using these prompts will help you to write a good report and kind of get to the ultimately what you need to turn in and how you're going to be graded. Okay, so that's it for the setup video for Lab 2.